The gilded gates of the House of Windsor have never seemed more impenetrable than they do in 2026, and the cause isn't a lack of invitations, but a deliberate, chilling silence from Montecito. As King Charles extends what many are calling his final olive branch, offering the Duke and Duchess of Sussex the keys to the private sanctuary of Highgrove House, Meghan Markle has reportedly met the gesture with a cold indifference that has sent shockwaves through the monarchy. While Prince Harry is left to navigate the emotional debris of a family in crisis, Meghan's perceived, shocking snub of the King's hospitality has effectively drawn a line in the sand, leaving her husband in an impossible position, torn between a father's plea for peace and a wife's refusal to look back. For years, the narrative from the Sussex camp was one of exclusion and eviction, particularly after they were asked to vacate Frogmore Cottage. Yet, when the King offers a high-security, private residence to ensure their safety, the very thing Harry has fought for in the UK High Court, the Duchess's silence is deafening. To critics, this isn't just a scheduling conflict, it is a calculated power play. By refusing to engage with the King's latest overture, Meghan continues to position herself as the ultimate disruptor, ensuring that the rift remains wide, even as Harry visibly crumbles under the weight of the litigation and family estrangement. The optics for Prince Harry have never been more precarious. In January 2026, the Duke was seen on the verge of tears in a London courtroom, testifying that the British press had made his wife's life an absolute misery. He is a man clearly fighting for the honor of his family, yet back in California the Meghan Markle brand seems increasingly detached from the royal reality. When Meghan chooses to skip royal milestones, most recently the silence surrounding Princess Kate's 44th birthday, it leaves Harry to face the music alone. Insiders suggest that while Harry yearns for a semblance of reconciliation, particularly as the King faces the twilight of his reign, Meghan's all or nothing approach to the royals leaves him with no middle ground. He is forced to choose: accepting the olive branch and potentially healing the bond with his father, standing by Meghan's apparent decision to permanently deroyalize their lives, regardless of the cost to his heritage. The controversy isn't limited to housing. The Duchess's critics point to a series of snubs that paint a picture of a woman unwilling to bend. Whether it's the refusal to bring Archie and Lilibet to meet their grandfather or the pivot toward a successful businesswoman persona that seemingly competes with royal engagements, the message is clear. It's a line in the sand, one royal source noted. They didn't say a peep for Kate's birthday, it's deliberate. They're making it clear they're done. While some supporters claim this is merely a boundary for the sake of mental health, the timing, midway through Harry's high-stakes legal battles, suggests a lack of alignment. As Harry fights to prove his public duty in court, Meghan's rejection of royal olive branches undermines the very institution he is trying to hold accountable. Meghan's insistence on a total break from the institution has placed Harry in a strategic vacuum. He is a prince without a palace, a soldier without a country, and a son without a father's embrace. By continuing to portray herself as the victim of an archaic system, Meghan keeps the controversy alive, ensuring her brand remains relevant through conflict. However, the collateral damage is Harry's relationship with his brother, Prince William, which has now reached a frozen state. The King has done the unthinkable by going against William's wishes to offer the Highgrove stay. By snubbing this, Meghan hasn't just insulted the King, she has effectively neutralized Harry's leverage. If they cannot accept a private, secure, royal home, the argument for taxpayer-funded security begins to wither. Ultimately, 2026 is proving to be the year where this Sussex duo becomes a study in contrast. On one side, we see a tearful Prince Harry, desperate for accountability and perhaps a way home. On the other, we see the controversial Duchess, whose shocking snub suggests that her new chapter has no room for the King's olive branches. As long as Meghan remains the architect of this distance, Harry remains trapped in the impossible position of being a man between two worlds, one that wants him back, and one that won't let him return.